Hello everyone, this is day 99 of building a house every day for 100 days. 1 day left after this, kind of crazy, really coming to an end. I appreciate all the support I got on this series. I'm trying to think of unique ways to do the last episode, but it might just end up being a normal house video, so be warned. There might not be anything special with it. Getting into this house though, I kind of had a block palette idea in my head. It's been a while since I just did like a kind of like simple, almost like grayscale, like white walls with a black roof kind of house. I used to build them a lot in the early part of the challenge because I really liked the way it looked. But I just really haven't done it recently. So I'm kind of taking it back to the roots. Get the shape in. I get this like front section, which is the tallest, and I get one on the left. I get one on the right, kind of like rotated, and then I also get this like tower in. I move it in a minute, but I don't want a tower on the right side, basically. Kind of like change this right section to make it taller. But also like flatter so I can fit a tower in. Make tower too tall for a second there, but everything's kind of looking good so far. Start filling in the roof. As I'm filling this in, tomorrow is the last day to get a house dedicated to you during this challenge. So if you want a house dedicated to you, just $3, $8 if you want to request. I'd really appreciate it. For everyone else, I do plan on like continuing kind of house build videos. So there will still be Patreon rewards after the challenge, but it just won't be part of the 100 days. I also got a Discord down below if you want to join it. I'd really appreciate it. Got a lot of cool people in there. We got 100 members, which is kind of crazy. I got the roof filled in. I start with this like tower part. Pretty simple point. I'm pretty sure it's basically the same point I usually use when I do like a tower kind of cone roof. Yeah, it looks pretty good in my opinion. Decided to carry this part of the roof through all the way to the left. I just figured it kind of looked like weird, like it was missing something, like there was too much like empty space. This really saved it in my opinion. Just filling the walls and everything. And yeah, I'm really liking the shape of this house. Kind of interesting. Start texturing the walls now. I use diorite, calcite, concrete powder. Just like kind of add a bit of like a weathering to it. Real quick as I'm texturing this, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I plan on doing after it. Like after this challenge is over. I got a lot of video ideas. You can also suggest some down below if you want, if there's anything you want to see on the channel. Because I got some ideas, but always interested to hear what you guys have to say. I plan on kind of carrying on building. I'm probably gonna upload almost every day still. Like I'm still aiming for daily uploads. But it'll kind of be like, I plan on doing like some ranking videos of the houses, like recap video. Probably start a survival series maybe if you want to see that, let me know. And a lot more like unique kind of build videos. I got a lot of ideas I kind of haven't been able to do yet because of this challenge. Like stuff like, random block palette stuff or like, like building with like certain blocks, like kind of just weirder challenge stuff. Once this challenge is over, I'll kind of finally have the opportunity to get into that. So if you got any ideas, let me know. Texture the roof here. I just use like deep slate bricks. Do the same thing to the tower. Just kind of adds a bit of a different color to it. Almost looks like parts are weathered, maybe sunlight in some parts. I like the way it looks, just adds a bit of variation. Figure out where I want the windows now that everything's textured. Some in the front, I get a couple in the back, obviously. I really like the way this house looks. It's kind of like pretty simple, but I feel like it. I like it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just like the way this house looks. I think it's just a block palette. It's like simple but effective. Because usually a lot of my houses are very colorful. And you see on the left there is looks like a honey roof, and the one to the left of that was like green. So kind of like a monotone kind of color to just kind of mix it up. Add some blue windows though for some accent. Just like the way it looks. The top windows are blue and the lower ones are just normal like light gray glass. Get anvils on the roof. I just like the way it looks. It looks really good with this color scheme especially. Like spikes on it. Add a point to the top of the tower as well. Yeah, it's kind of like the main part of the house done already. Like structure wise and everything. Start getting these like flower pots in. Because, it being like very white and black, I know I need a lot of color. So, I'll put a bunch of flowers there in a minute. I get the path in. Gotta think on ways to fill the space, because like recently I've been trying to fill the space in a more like unique and interesting way with every single one of them, but I don't know. I think I like the way this one came out. Start putting a bunch of lanterns around, obviously fill the flower pots up. You know, get a lot of light in there. I use levers to kind of look like it's hanging the chains on the side of the tower, because like the side of the tower looked very empty. There just wasn't a lot of like unique stuff there to fill it. Add some leaves around. I feel like that kind of ties the house together. Some vines as well for the same reason. Just kind of like ties everything together here. Makes it look more like in nature. Get some fences around the path. Get a small like farmland area over here on the left. Mix in some like coarse dirt and stuff. I know I'm gonna put like a like hay cart in there. Some hay bales. Fill a space up, add a bit more like yellow to the build, bit of a different color. Because like there's a lot of field space on this one, so I don't want there to be too much green. So I break it up wherever I can. I got a picnic table over here on the right. Kind of go inside this house here, my bad. A bunch of lanterns along the path, fill everything up with grass. It's kind of the exterior about done. Really happy with the way this one looks. Head inside now. Pretty simple interior on this one. It's not like a whole lot to it. It's not really too like difficult of a space or anything. It's a bit open. That's not really a problem. Put like stripped logs around it, kind of like frame off this middle section so we can get these like individual like corners. I'll make this quick welcome mat area like a rug. Get a kitchen, get the fridge of course. Accidentally pour water everywhere. Some lanterns, some flower pots, pretty like usual kitchen I built. Obviously, if like got the kitchen down to a science at this point, let's be real. There's living space on the left. Start with like carpet, I guess kind of couch in, a TV. Bookshelves, kind of like a desk area, like a computer, I guess, like a family computer. Bunch of lanterns, some flower pots, just fill the space up, add some light, some color. Quick armor stand over here. Use the same color as the window, blue to cyan. Kind of like a gradient with it. Over on this corner, I put blue carpet. Again, just kind of like carry these same two colors through that I used for like the outside. Quick kitchen like island thing, even though it's against a wall, so I guess it's just kind of like a counter space. Not really an island. Some more candles. I got some paintings to fill the walls up. And yes, the downstairs about done. Pretty happy that came out. Head upstairs here. Kind of have to use a ladder. It's kind of in a weird spot because the ceiling is kind of like the ceiling blocks if I would put a ladder anywhere else but this tower. So the ladder's here. Some bookshelves, just kind of fill the space up with some paintings. A bunch of flower pots as well. Over kind of the main area, I got a bedroom in this corner. I guess the whole thing's a bedroom. I got a bed in this corner. Bunch of lanterns for some light. I'll make like a reading area over here. Almost like a dining space, like some kind of seating area. Of course, the gambling area. Shout out to the gamblers out there. Some lanterns, some flower pots hanging from the ceiling. Bunch of paintings, kind of fill the space up. Some bookshelves, just kind of like finish it off. And yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. I got a Patreon link down below. $3. Access to every single house, all 100 houses, for just $3. I really appreciate it. Also got a house dedicated to yourself, you know, all the usual stuff. You know already. Join the Discord. Quick house tour if you want to watch that. You know, you don't have to, of course, but you know. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.